Please welcome Lake Bell.
No, it's always kind of a litmus test to see if people know Children's Hospital, and I'm like, oh, you're slightly demented, and I like you. You know, because someone's like, oh, hey, I like you in. I'm like, what's it gonna be? And if it's Children's Hospital, I'm like,
You're like, oh, okay, cool. I don't
you're a
have to
good
run.
one.
Well, you guys, I mean, you have an insane cast on that show. It's everybody that is a hilarious comedy actor in their 20s and 30s, and Henry Winkler.
And you can go up to him and be like, can you say, hey? And, you know, you can actually do that in front of him and not feel, you know, weird about it. We're family now. But yeah, he'll totally, hey, yeah, anytime.
Nice. And you're directing episodes now every season, right?
Yeah, but I was super pregnant in this last season directing, and Rob Hubel sort of insisted that I sit on a rascal, you know, like a. So I was like, all right, guys, back to one. Thanks. You know, just like going around the set.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
For how long?
For the entire time
entire episode?
that I directed, yeah. It's as if the series shoots in Brazil and that we're all expats in Brazil. And so we often say in the show, you know, we are in Brazil, which is where we are right now because this is an expat hospital in Brazil. Anyway, so the point is for seasons and seasons and seasons we've referenced this but never been outside the hospital ostensibly. So then for a bit they flew half the cast to Brazil for just one shot to go get churros. By the way, we get paid like $7. Like this is like the budget's on these.
That was the season budget to go to Brazil.
That was it. Yeah. We were like, oh, okay, so we're not getting food this season, you know?
Well, churros.
And they only sent the dudes, by the way.
But here's the thing: you direct these episodes now.
I should have directed that fucking episode.
You could create a scenario. Where do you want to go on vacation?
I've never been to Hawaii.
Okay, your character is randomly in Hawaii next season.
By the way, I have pitched that we shoot in Hawaii.
Really?
Yes. I was like, we can do anything, you guys. We have no logic on the show. Like, we could shoot anywhere. What about Hawaii? That's exactly how I did it.
And then but they're like, no, we just need to find another hospital.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're gonna shoot Deep Valley, you know, as we always do. You know.
In a World is great. If you haven't seen it, it's like the most popular movie on Netflix streaming, basically.
I like made this movie about voiceover and about voice and sound and how it represents us, and I'm obsessed with it, straight up.
It's like a pretty intense, small club with a really intense hierarchy, right?
I wasn't allowed in the club, basically, so I had to make a film that was basically like a 90-minute audition to be like, hey, let me be a part of this world, please.
Are you in the club now?
I'm somewhat injected into it a bit more, yeah. Because I think that the voiceover community was like, hey, thanks for recognizing us, and you know, because definitely on Twitter, there's like, you know, I go to a city and they're like, the voiceover community will take care of you, you know?
Whoa. And what is that like?
It was cool. When the movie came out, they're like, we're hosting a screening for you. You know, and I was like, who are these people? And what is this mysterious world that I've allowed myself, you know? So it was fun. You know, I love the sort of headphones, you know, the cans, and I love, you know, getting the mic all set and being like, hey guys, can you hear me? You know, like all that like bullshit around it, like I love, you know, like turns me on, you know. So I get a little too distracted. I'm like, hello, hey guys, can you hear my levels? Levels. I'm gonna say levels a couple more times. You know.
So like, oh, I brought my own headphones.
Yeah, like I got it.
Been wearing them all day.
And you know, when they ask you, they're like totally bored, and they're like, do you want to hear it in your cans? I'm like, yeah, I want to hear it in my cans.
One of my first jobs in New York was doing this weird freelance job where I recorded a high school textbook audiobook.
Oh, that's great.
And it was awesome. I know a lot about earth science in the 9th grade.
Did you retain information though? Because sometimes when you're just...
I want to say in theory, yes, but if you ask me something now, probably
you would have no
not.
idea.
Like, yeah, but it was definitely like, it was so much fun.
Do you remember like a difficult word that you...
All of them.
Okay.
Is it A, Creed lyrics? Or is it B, an observation about the fragility of life? Or is it C,